Hey up everybody, my name's Joshua Morrison, director of Johnny Moz's Lessons in Confidence. Today I want to talk a little bit about hay fever. So as you can see in this video, I'm a little bit stuffed up and I picked the absolute worst location to film this in, right? Perhaps to prove a point, which is that, so when I was a kid, right, I thought I was like genetically like the best thing that there was because I wasn't allergic to anything, right? I didn't have any like debilitating diseases or illnesses or ailments or anything like that. I was healthy, right? And you know, I had a good metabolism, right? I had lots of energy. I was running and sprinting everywhere. And I thought, because I saw everyone around me was extremely like tired or they had something wrong with them or whatever, you know, and I'd look at them and I'd think, I got lucky. I've got the best genes in the universe, right? And when I was about 7, my mum took me to the park and I just started sneezing and like snot was just coming all out, right? I was just like a human waterfall. And I thought, oh, no, I feel terrible. And I just thought I was ill. I didn't know what it was until my mum explained to me that I probably had hay fever, which is an allergy to pollen. And I was like, an allergy? No, that means I'm not like the most genetically fucking immense being in the universe anymore. Oh no, great, I'm just a normal person like everyone else, right? So that dragged me down to reality a little bit. And ever since then, every sort of June, right, I have to deal with this, right? Now you might say, why don't you just take your antihistamines, right? I am taking antihistamines. I haven't brought them with me to show you. I should have really, but 130 milligrams of Fencer's something hydrochloride, right? I've upped my dose from 10 milligram lortidines, right? Just the basic antihistamine. I've upped it to like the max that there is outside of getting a prescription, and it's still doing this. It's still like I haven't been recording many videos lately because I realized that most of the videos would literally just be me just doing this. And no one wants to listen to that, you know? So I've had to sort of take a step back. And also, hay fever, when it clogs up your sinuses in here, a lot of your brain power is attended to trying to sort that out, which is brain power that's not being used on, you know, general brain thinking shit. So I feel like I've gotten stupider. I feel like I've gotten less intelligent over the past couple of weeks, and I probably have. It's only a temporary thing. It will get better once the hay fever goes away. But like, I'm finding it hard to defend like points that I make. I'm finding it harder to even make the points in the first place. I'm finding it hard to remember to do stuff. I made myself some coffee a couple of days ago, right? And I put the spoon in to stir it, right? And then I went to get some milk, and then I also got another spoon. And then I came over and I saw there was a spoon already in it, and I was like, oh. And then I went and put the spoon back, right? And then I put the milk back in the fridge, and then I got a spoon and I went over to the coffee and I was like, oh, there's already a spoon in it. So I put the spoon back in the drawer and I opened the fridge and I got the milk out, right? And then I finally poured the milk in the bastarding coffee, and then I went and got a spoon. And then I came back to the coffee and I was like, oh, there's already a spoon in it. So I went and put the spoon back, and then and then I got the milk out again, right? It was just pure stupidity, right? Just like basic forgetfulness, right? I've been making really basic mistakes at work, right? Because I work in a pub, and there's these little drip trays under the taps, right? The beer taps. And I was just like fiddling with it, right? Because it was a quiet day, nothing going on. I'm dying of hay fever. I need something with my hands to do. So I'm just fiddling with it slightly, and I accidentally caught it to like dislodge from its like holding. So the entire full drip tray with like 2 liters worth of waste alcohol spilled all over the floor, made a giant clang, right? And the drip tray itself, the metal bent against the floor, so it didn't fit back into the drip tray properly. So I had to mop everything up, right? And then I had to go into the office and try and find a hammer, and I sort of like tapped it back out and managed to get it to just about wedge itself back in, right? Pure idiocy. It's just absolutely fucking stupid, right? That was completely my own fault, right? That was me messing around, and the consequences came, right? So this is what I mean, is that stupid things happen to me, because I have become a stupider person because of this hay fever. And it's not just this year, it's every year, right? And every year it gets to about April and I start to prepare for it, right? And I start taking the antihistamines like a month or two early, right? And everything's going great. And then I forget to take them like one day. And then this happens, right? And you'll probably say, oh yeah, you should have forgot to take it. Oh no shit, I shouldn't have forgotten to take them, right? Duh, but it's still annoying that this happens, right? I think there's this expectation on the internet that everyone be a perfect fucking specimen at all times. Never forget anything, never make a mistake, never do anything wrong, right? Particularly if you're from a marginalized community, like, you know, which I'm not, so can you imagine how much worse this would be if I was like a black woman or whatever? It'd be miserable, right? So I just find it really annoying, this hay fever thing, that I've got to deal with it every year, right? And then why aren't they doing something about this? Why aren't they curing it? Because I wipe these things on my head, right? They cost money, they cost like £2 each, right? Antihistamines, the new ones I'm getting, they're kind of like £8 for a box of like 40, right? So £16 for a summer, right? Plus these, that's another like, what, call it 14 quid. That works out to about 30 quid, right? And then count all the fucking tissue paper that I'm using up, blowing my nose and stuff. So I have to probably pay somewhere in the range of about 40 quid a year just to suffer, right? And it's annoying, right? And yeah, obviously some other people have it worse, right? I'm not making it a comparison or a competition. I'm just saying this is annoying. And other people have hay fever and they also find it annoying, right? And yeah, we all get on with life, right? I am getting on with life, right? I just wanted to moan, all right? Is that such a fucking crime? I just wanted to get this off my chest because it's fucking annoying, right? I sit here sniffing and snorting, right? Fucking liquid just pouring out my fucking nose, right? I'm trying to relax, I'm trying to lie in bed, trying to sit down on my computer, get some work done, trying to pour a fucking pint for a punter in the pub. Do you know how fucking gross that is? That's surely got to be some kind of like anti-hygiene thing, right? So I went Googling, right, a couple of years ago when I worked in a different pub and like the hay fever thing was starting to come around. And I was getting worried about like, well, I'm gonna have to go to work like this. So I did some Googling and I found a couple Reddit threads that were people asking about it. And basically they were just like, hey, why are you so fucking scared to go to work? Why are you so work shy? Why are you so lazy? Why don't you just take your antihistamine to just get on with it like the rest of us? Like, because I'm not saying I'm skipping work, I'm saying how did you deal with it, right? How did you get on with it? What did you do? Oh great, you took your fucking antihistamines. I took them as well. We all forget one thing or another one day, right? So what do you do in that situation? You just fucking unmistake it. Just undo the mistake. Just don't make the mistake in the first place because you're a fucking idiot because you made the mistake. It's just annoying. There's this, obviously there should be expectations that we do stuff properly, right? But you know, everyone makes these little mistakes from time to time. And I feel like whenever I've gone on the internet trying to understand them, they just kind of like pile on in the worst way possible. It's just like, yeah, you're a fucking failure. How you can't even work in a pub with hay fever, you fucking lazy bastard, right? I just wanted to find some tips. Like, oh, I tried getting this, I don't know, weird scented smell and it helped a bit. You know, that's what I was hoping for. But no, basically just went doing research to get insulted. I don't know research, just doing a bit of Googling, but it's annoying, right? And the hay fever's been getting on my fucking tits, right? So have you seen how many of these I've used in the past 5 minutes, right? I'm gonna have to buy another one of these. Oh. Because I've only got like 5 or 6 left. So yeah, have you got hay fever? Do you deal with this shit, right? Obviously there's worse debilitating like diseases, illnesses, allergies out there, right? Right, but it's not a competition. And I just wanted to make a video about something that's not the biggest deal in the universe, right? But it's still fucking annoying. Because I'll tell you what, most of the videos from the past few weeks haven't been filmed recently. They were filmed over a month ago. I've not filmed a video in like a month because I've been sat here doing this, right? Did you want a month's worth of videos like this? because I sure didn't, right? If I hadn't had those videos ready to go, I would have lost out on money because of this, like, because I wouldn't have been able to make any video. And if I had uploaded videos, no one would have watched them because I've been sat there going this all the way fucking through it, right? So yeah, pissed off. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know your experiences of hay fever. Do you have it like so bad that you need to get that injection thing where apparently you go to the doctor and they inject a needle into your fucking head or something and it gets rid of the hay fever? I vaguely know someone who knows someone who has that. And apparently they go into the doctor and they get injected in the face or some shit so they don't get hay fever anymore. Do you know what it is? It's the trees. They plant male trees everywhere because they don't want to plant female trees because the female trees are the ones that produce fruit, right? And if the fruit falls on the ground and goes rotten, someone has to come clear it up, right? So they plant male trees instead, which make all the pollen. And yeah, I know there's like intersex with trees and stuff, and some trees like choose their gender, like depending on the needs of the circumstance of the, not the hive, you know what I mean, the collective of trees, right? But why don't they just plant some female trees that have some fruit that people fucking want? Some apple trees or something. And if they fall on the ground, they fall on the fucking ground, right? Isn't this why we hire like cleaners and stuff? Why don't we hire more cleaners that can deal with the apples falling on the ground rather than giving half the population fucking hay fever? Pain in the fucking ass.